Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Jen. I hope you guys are doing great. I was supposed to be filming a video after the England game, but I thought, hey, you know what? Let's just wait for another day to see what happens on the final match day. And boy, it was dramatic. And to begin with, Group F, which was supposed to... Jeez, these airplanes. I'm right now in GW campus, which is quite close to the Ronald Reagan Airport, kind of close. So bear with me with the airplane sounds. So yeah, Group F did live up to its name of Group of Death, because the games were all fantastic. I have to say, like Hungary, boy, they went ahead in all their games and they just ended up at the bottom. I feel so bad for them because I thought, like, against Portugal they had a great performance, then they just collapsed in the end, and then against France they got a point in which they again probably, if they had defended better for that goal, they could have, probably got 3 points. And then finally against Germany, they went ahead at Munich and then they conceded, and then they went and scored, and then again they conceded. So very, very unlucky for Hungary. And to be honest, the last set of games were, you know what, it was so dramatic, but in the end it was a bit of an anticlimax where all four teams drew, and in the end was just like how it was when the day started. Another group was Group E, which showed a lot of drama, and oh my gosh, Sweden came clutch in the end and secured the top spot. Spain ended up being runners-up. I had Spain runners-up in my prediction, but I thought Poland would get first, and unfortunately Poland finished fourth. Slovakia took a big beating from Spain and ended up being third, but I think they were not going to qualify with that massive goal difference. And now let's talk about Group D. Group D, England's group. England topped the group. I expected Croatia to top the group because I expected England to beat Croatia, England to draw against Scotland, and then England to go in the Czech Republic game having just struggling to win or even get a draw. And they did beat Czech Republic, but again it was a very flat performance, although the players that did shine, especially Jack Grealish, Saka was phenomenal, and also who was phenomenal, Harry Maguire. It's a bit strange where I don't know how to place England, because England is so confusing, and it could go either way. It could possibly go that the 3 clean sheet that England got in the group stages could account for something going into the round of 16 or in the knockout phase, because hey, if you can keep the defense tight, we just need 1 goal, and England in the past 5 games they won 4 games 1-0. So yeah, I think if Gareth Southgate's plan would be to make sure that defense is all right, very tight, and then push forward to get a goal, then that could work. So yeah, if England is prepared well for if England's game plan is to be defensive and win the tournament or go further in the tournament, I think Gareth Southgate would get some credit, but we'll see how it goes in the next game. Group C, Netherlands topped the group, Austria was second, Ukraine third. I think I predicted pretty much the same. No surprises there. Netherlands get 3 wins. Austria get 2 wins, lost a game against Netherlands, but hey, guess what? I think it was a very predictable group. Then Group B was Belgium, Denmark, Finland, and Russia. I think I got Group B also spot on. Belgium topping the group with 9 points. Denmark 1 win, 2 losses, 3 points. All three teams got 3 points, Finland and Russia. But hey, with everything that was surrounding Denmark, I think they deserve to get 2nd spot. And Finland gets 3rd, but I think they don't qualify. But hey, Finland did put up a good show. They got their first win in a major tournament, so hats off to Finland, even though it was against Denmark in that notorious game. But hey, and Russia, a bit disappointed. They won 1 game, but yeah, it wasn't the Russia that we saw at the World Cup. And then finally we have Group A, where Italy gets all 3 points. I did predict that. Was very surprised with Wales finishing 2nd. I expected them to finish 3rd because everyone had Turkey as a dark horse. Totally not. And Switzerland finishing 3rd. I thought Switzerland would finish 4th, but they got 3rd, and I think they deserve it after Shaqiri turned up in the final game. Alright then, let's just check out the round of 16 games. So yes, we do have all the round of 16 games. First one is Wales versus Denmark. Wales is a surprise team. Wales versus Denmark it's going to be an interesting game. I think Wales would fancy beating Denmark, and I think Denmark, with the way they played or they came into the tournament, and with everything that happened, I think and Denmark have a fantastic squad that they could also beat Wales. So it will be very interesting to see how that game is gonna go. Then we got Italy versus Austria. I fancy Italy. I don't think there's going to be any surprises there. Italy has been the best team so far in this Euro tournament, but let's see how they do against tougher opponent. Again, Austria is not the most difficult opponent that they would face, but I think Italy is building a good foundation throughout the whole squad and would get that easy win. Then we got Netherlands versus Czech Republic. I would fancy Netherlands. Even Netherlands is another team that hasn't properly played against a tough opponent. I think Ukraine was their biggest rivals and they did concede 2 goals late on, and it was going a bit away from them, but they still pulled back. So Netherlands versus Czech Republic would be a fascinating game. Czech Republic is a bit of a dark horse. I don't think anyone expected them to finish second. I know against England they barely did anything, but I feel like if that Schnick, the top scorer, is on form, they could be going a bit. They could give a good game to Netherlands. Then we got Belgium versus Portugal. Oh my gosh, that is going to be one of the best games of round of 16. Belgium again got all their wins, trying to get into their rhythm. They still have some of their top players not firing, but Lukaku has been their main man and has been the one getting the goals, and I think they will put in a big performance against Portugal, because I feel like Belgium and Portugal, either of these teams could possibly win the Euros, and it would be interesting to see which one of them wouldn't. So yeah, I think match 39, Belgium versus Portugal, is going to be one of the best games, or expected to be one of the greatest games in the round of 16. Then we got Croatia versus Spain. Again, these two teams, Spain did put up a good convincing victory against Slovakia in their last group game, and if they don't play Morata, I think they can get some more goals, and I think they will be a bit stronger to Croatia. I think Croatia have been struggling, they have been laboring this tournament. Even the Modric scored a banging goal in their last group game against Scotland, but I still think that Spain would have enough to brush aside Croatia in this one. France versus Switzerland, I think there's only going to be one winner. After Italy, I think France has been the most dominating team. Yes, they drew against Hungary and against Portugal, but I think they have enough firepower to beat Switzerland, and Switzerland would have too much in their hand. And then we have England versus Germany. You know what? I take it back. I think this is gonna be the best game of round of 16. Boy, next time don't film in DC, or at least next to the airport. Yeah, I take it back. Belgium versus Portugal might be up there, but I still feel England versus Germany is gonna be the game of round of 16. If England can beat Germany, everything people have been saying about Gareth Southgate is out of the window, because I don't think I've seen England beat a strong team apart from Argentina in 2002, which is the main reason why I started liking football, the main reason why I support England, the main reason why I'm a United fan has been that one game which I saw with my dad, England versus Argentina in 2002 FIFA World Cup. Do check it out on YouTube or something about that game, and I haven't seen England beat a strong team. And if England play against Germany and do get the victory, which I think they can, because I still feel Germany isn't up to the par. We saw against Hungary, they weren't the best team. It's still a bit sus. I'm not 100% keen on them going through the tournament, winning it, keeping that defense, because it's so easily split. Even against Portugal, even though they scored 4 goals against Portugal, I thought Portugal was very bad, because if Portugal did attack them, they were getting goals, and as long as England doesn't get too negative, England can beat Germany. And this could be the first time in a long while that we could see England beat a strong team. And there's a big chance, it's a big chance for Gareth Southgate to prove himself. It's a big chance for Harry Kane to prove that he can score goals in big tournament. I know he's the Golden Boot winner of the FIFA World Cup, but hey, this tournament he's been slacking off. Probably the way England has been playing, but still, I feel like if England can beat Germany, Harry Kane needs to up his game. So Sterling, Raheem Sterling, who's come into this tournament with a lot of criticism, should be in the squad? Should he be in the starting 11? He's been in the starting 11. He's the only goal scorer for England, and if he continues his form, get a goal against Germany, and if he get a 1-0 victory again, every England fan would take 1-0 against Germany, and I hope that could be the score. And finally, we got Sweden versus Ukraine. Two teams with the same colors, the blue and yellow derby. I don't know, but Sweden has been quite impressive as well. Like Czech Republic, no one expected them to do this well, especially without Ibrahimovic, and the fact is that even Alexander, their prodigy, hasn't even like been at that top form. Forsberg is doing its best. The defense has been great. Lindelof, hats off to him. Credit due when it's due. He's been phenomenal as well for them, and their goalkeeper Olsen as well. So I think Sweden can nick that off from Ukraine and possibly get to the quarterfinals. So yeah, that's my prediction and a review of the group stages. Hope you guys liked it. I'm excited for the round of 16, especially there were a lot of good games in there, especially England versus Germany and Portugal versus Belgium. But I would do look out for the Wales versus Denmark game, Sweden versus Ukraine, and the others as well. So yeah, let me know your predictions below. Who you think is going to progress to the quarterfinals? Who's going to win the tournament now? Which team has been the most impressive that you've seen so far? And who's been your star player of this tournament so far? I say it has to be Lukaku, because Belgium is where they are thanks to him mainly, and he's been phenomenal, and he's been putting in a big shift after his domestic season success with Inter Milan. Anyways, that's it guys for the video. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later after round of 16. Take care and peace.